Hello UCE families. Welcome to week 2 of our packet this month on the theme of imagination. Today I have a chalice lighting. From one of my favorite poets, Shel Silverstein, about imagination. And it goes like this. Imagine new animals, colorful kinds, ones that exist in your wonderful mind. Horses that fly and flies that can talk. Whales that can sing and fish that can walk. Birds made of rainbows and bears made of clouds, with names made of words that you've never pronounced. Imagine new animals, imagine new cars, imagine new places, way out past the stars. Imagine new worlds, imagine new friends, imagine how fun it can be to pretend. So welcome again to our theme of imagination. This week we are focusing on around the neighborhood and at play. So starting with around the neighborhood. Around the neighborhood, most months has a treasure hunt, and this month is no exception. And this is a very unique treasure hunt. It's a treasure hunt based on idioms of improbability. Perhaps you have heard the expression, when pigs fly. Now, have you ever seen a flying pig? No, I haven't. And if you have, I would love to see that, so take a video. So a lot of these idioms, of course, come from other cultures and languages. Some of them are unique to that language, and some of them are common and are found in other languages. So in our Soulful Home packet, you will see a list of some of these idioms. And the idea is to use your imagination when you're out and about, or even around your house for that matter, because it's kind of cold outside right now, and see what you can find that fits those idioms. Some of the idioms on the list are flying pigs, which comes from Latin. Another one, snowflake in fire, from England. I never heard of that one. How about this one? Wind in a net, from Japan. I can see how that would come from Japan. So see what you can find around your neighborhood that fits some of these idioms, and use your imagination and be creative. There are no rules really in this game. Also in the Soulful Home packet, you'll find a link to a TED video in case you're curious and would like to learn more about the origins of English. It's pretty interesting. Our next segment is at play. And this month, of course, our games are focused around imagination. And I have never heard of this first game. Apparently it's a game that is often used in corporate working situations. It's called 30 Circles. And in the Soulful Home packet, you'll see a link that you can print out a template. It's a piece of paper that has 30 small circles drawn on it. The idea is to print out a piece of paper with these circles on it for each member in your family. And everyone has a pencil or pen, whatever you like. And you sit down, you set a timer for say 3 minutes, although with younger children you might want to make it a little longer. 3 minutes should suffice. And the idea is that each person draws something with each of the circles using their imagination. So, for example, you might draw a sun or a moon, right? Then when the 3 minutes is up, you compare your papers and then see first how many circles did each person manage to use on their paper out of the 30. Another possibility might be who had the most creative drawing with the circles. So compare your sheets. See if there are any commonalities. There might be things that everybody thought of and things that no one thought of. The next game, I should say also that is a good game to play with video calls, through Zoom or 8x8, whatever, those kind of things. So if you have family members that aren't living near you or that you can't visit in person, this would be a fun game to do through video conferencing. And our last game is a role playing with an imaginary friend. Now, those of us who are a little bit older might not remember ever having an imaginary friend. I don't remember having one, but I probably did. A lot of my report cards as a child said that I daydreamed too much. So I can see where I probably had one at some point. Anyway, not to digress here. The idea is that you sit and have a meal together as a family, or even just one or two people if you don't have a lot. And each of you brings your imaginary friend. Yes, even the adults. It might be a stretch for some of us. And in the Soulful Home packet, you'll see a page where you can even come up with a UU version and name your imaginary friend. So when I looked at this sheet, my imaginary friend would be called Peaceful Foz, or just Peaceful. And so the idea is that you have your meal together with your imaginary friends, and you have conversation. You might ask your imaginary friend, like, how did you meet my mommy? How did you meet daddy? Or you might ask them, what's your favorite food? Or what do you like to do for fun? Things that you would ask other people who aren't imaginary. See how long you can continue that conversation if you can make it through the whole meal. And for a little more fun, why not try having a board game afterwards? See if you can play a board game with all your imaginary friends. That would be fun. So anyway, enjoy this week and enjoy your time around the neighborhood and at play. And until next week, blessed be and have a good one.